for money, money, and money, money.
Next month, I'm planning to go to Vietnam. Did you guys know anything about Vietnam origin?
I know. Vietnam's story goes back thousands of years, starting with early farming societies like the Dong Sang culture. Even so, the Vietnamese keep resisting. Figures like the Trang sisters become symbol of their resistance. Vietnam finally regained independence after the Battle of Each Dong and developed its own dynasties.
Oh, I see.
Do you want to know anything about Vietnam political system?
Yes.
Yes.
Vietnam has a one-party political system led by the Communist Party of Vietnam. This means that only this party is allowed to govern the country, and it controls most political decisions in the country. The country is officially called the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, and it follows a socialist system. In the system, the government plays a major role in managing the economy and society. And also, Vietnam's government has three main branches: the executive, and the judiciary. But all of them are influenced by the Communist Party.
Oh, and also, fast forward to the 180s, France colonized Vietnam as part of French Indochina. This led to resistance movements, especially under Ho Chi Minh, who declared independence in 1945. After fighting the French and later during the Vietnam War, the country was reunified in 1975. Since economic reforms called Doi Moi, Vietnam has grown quickly into a modern economy. So overall, Vietnam's story is really about resilience and adapting through centuries of change.
I'm also doing some research about Vietnam culture. Do you guys want to know?
Yes, tell me about it.
Vietnam is very popular about their food culture.
Oh, I really love Vietnamese food. I've tried it before.
Really?
Yes.
But Vietnam food culture is not only about food itself, but also the way people eat. For example, meals are usually shared, and people often eat together as a group. And their foods such as pho and banh mi also reflect their culture because it's combined local ingredients with historical reflects such as French culture.
Oh, that's interesting.
In Vietnam, they're also famous about their traditional clothes.
I've seen some on social media before.
Yes, the traditional clothes are called áo dài. They're wearing it during important events such as festival, wedding, and also school function. They are designed to look simple but elegant. This shows that Vietnam people value modesty and tradition in their appearance.
Interesting.
I've seen so many articles that even though Vietnam seems so interesting, that there's few major issues in Vietnam, which is one of the articles I saw. They talk about the anti-corruption campaign is the most domestic political issue in Vietnam, spearheaded by the Communist Party of Vietnam. It aims to purge corruption, but has also significantly reshaped the top leadership and has changed and reformed to shape its current landscape. For example, Tu Lam, the former Minister of Public Security, rose to the position of General Security in 2024, following the death of Nguyen Phu Trong, further consolidating the campaign influence on the power structure. And there is also one public politics issues in Vietnam, which is administrative reforms, where in 2025, reforms cut administrative units and personnel to boost governance efficiency, continuing into 2026. Recent April 2026 updates cover fire safety, banking, foreign investment, and also immigration for stricter compliance.
They also have economic issues going on in Vietnam right now. You guys want to know?
Yes. What is the issue?
The issue is the gap between the urban and rural areas. Cities like Ho Chi Minh City are developing very fast, but rural areas are still less developed. In urban areas, there are more job opportunities, better infrastructure, and higher income.
But in rural areas, many people still depend on agriculture and their income is lower. So because of this, people move from village to the city to find better job. This situation can cause overcrowding in cities such as traffic problem and high living costs. At the same time, rural areas may face a shortage of people because many young people live.
Oh, and also, do you guys know that Vietnam also struggles with their cybersecurity? Vietnam's cybersecurity situation has become more worrying, especially with frequent cyber attacks, many of which are often linked with the Chinese hackers. This has raised concerns about national security and overall stability. A lot of these concerns started back in 2011 when Chinese vessels damaged the cable system of a Vietnamese research ship. Not long after that, things escalated into cyber clashes between hackers from both sides. For example, a Vietnamese news agency had its database wiped, and at one point, the Chinese national flag even showed up on a Vietnamese government website. More recently, things haven't slowed down. In just the first half of 2023, there were over 6,000 reported cyber attacks in Vietnam. And by the end of the year, the number had more than doubled to around 13,900. According to the Vietnam National Cybersecurity Technology, cyber attacks increased by about 9.5% in 2023 compared to 2022. Out of 554 websites attacked in 2023, 212 were linked to Vietnamese government offices, which really highlights how serious the situation is, especially when it comes to protect sensitive national data.
Since we're going to Vietnam, right, I do some research about the country and I've seen some article about the social aspect from the country. Vietnam's social aspect is shaped by its culture, tradition, and daily way of life. Religion is a very important part in Vietnam's society. Many people follow rules influenced by Confucianism, which emphasize respect for others, strong family ties, and loyalty. It is common for extended family to live close to each other, even in the same neighborhood. Education is also highly valued in Vietnam. Students are encouraged to work hard and even achieve good results because education is seen as a way to improve one's life and support the family in the future. In terms of religion, Vietnam is diverse. Many people practice a mix of beliefs, including Buddhism, Taoism, and ancestral worship. Even those who do not follow a specific religion will still respect traditional custom.
So, what is Confucianism?
Confucianism is a system of ideas and values that focus on how people should behave in society to create harmony and order. It also emphasizes respect for all elders and authority. Older people are usually seen as wiser, so their opinion are valued in the family and community decision. This is why Vietnamese culture often stress politeness and proper manners when interacting with others.
Guys, I think after all these issues that we already discussed about, all I can conclude is Vietnam is a country trying to find a balance between its traditions and fast changing economy and country modernization, such as its culture still values to their communities, such as their tradition clothes like our day and also their New Year celebration, which is that New Year celebration. Economically, cities are growing, but it also faces real challenges where while many rural areas still struggle creating an uneven path to development. Politically, the government's strong anti-corruption happened when the how leaders are chosen for more control and for the efficiency. To really understand Vietnam now, we need to see both nation and both sides to know their progress while also trying to make sure that the growth is steady and benefits everyone.